In just a few minutes, we will begin tonight's performance, narrated by Disney legend Jodi Benson. Jodi has lent her voice to the magic for over 30 years, and you'll know her best as the singing and speaking voice of Ariel in the Academy Award-winning Disney classic, The Little Mermaid, as well as the bubbly voice of tour guide Barbie among the Toy Story gang. In addition to her plentiful voice acting career, she is a Tony Award-winning Broadway actress, a prolific recording artist, and a longtime veteran of the Candlelight Processional here at Walt Disney World. We are honored to have as our celebrity narrator this evening, here on stage in just a few minutes, Jodi Benson. Good evening, and welcome to the Candlelight Processional. Tonight's presentation is under the baton of conductor Christopher Confessore. Christopher is the music director of the Brevard Symphony Orchestra and the principal pops conductor for the Alabama Symphony Orchestra. And now, please welcome to the stage the Voices of Liberty and the EPCOT Candlelight Processional.
Remember Christ.
Everyone, please welcome this evening's special guest narrator, Jodi Benson.
Oh my gosh, how exciting is this to be with human beings? You're not on a screen on my Zoom, and I'm not in my pajamas. This is so amazing, isn't it? To be in a theater, to celebrate the season together, one another after all of this crazy time. I am so honored, so thrilled to be here with all of you and being part of the Disney family for nearly 35 years. I can honestly tell you, this is the most favorite thing that I get to do for our company. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love getting to celebrate this with you and to read this amazing story with all of you. So I know that you are probably going through a lot right now during this holiday season, right? So we get a chance to just kind of take a deep breath and celebrate the season with each other. Now, I know you're aware of this, but Walt Disney began the tradition of Candlelight Processional at Disneyland over 60 years ago. Now this year, right here, Walt Disney World celebrates 50 years of magic here in Florida. And in that time, literally millions of guests have enjoyed the Christmas story, the traditional carols, and especially this glorious music this holiday season you are about to experience. And I want to continue this marvelous heritage of this music. And under the amazing conducting with Chris, I'm just so thrilled to see you, the orchestra, to have this amazing cast choir, the Voices of Liberty. I really feel like I'm in heaven right now. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy season to come and hang with us right now. This is such a special time, and I am honored to get to narrate for you tonight. So I just got off Space Mountain a couple hours ago, so I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to ask all of us just to sit, relax, and enjoy and savor these moments that we have together, okay? So, thank you. Let us all begin. In the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city of Galilee named Nazareth, to a virgin who was betrothed to a man whose name was Joseph of the house of David. And the virgin's name was Mary. And he came to her and he said, "Greetings, O favored one, the Lord is with you." But she was greatly troubled at the saying, and she tried to discern what sort of greeting this might be. And the angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found great favor with God. And behold, you will conceive in your womb and bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus." days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. And all went, each to his own town. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, from the town of Nazareth to Judea, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, to be registered with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child. And while they were there, the time came for her to give birth, and she gave birth to her firstborn son. And she wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. There were shepherds out in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. And they were filled with great fear. And the angel said to them, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all of the people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord."
Bye.
And suddenly, there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth, peace, goodwill towards all." When the angels went away from them into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go over to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has made known to us." And they went with haste, and they found Mary and Joseph, and the baby lying in a manger. And when they saw it, they made known the saying that had been told them concerning this child. And all who heard it wondered at what the shepherds told them.
Love
Now after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star when it rose in the east and have come to worship him." When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy.
Rejoice,
they had seen went before them until they came to rest over the place where the child was. And going into the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother, and they just fell down and they worshipped him. Then, opening their treasures, they offered him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. The story of the birth of Christ has been told and retold for over 2,000 years. About 200 years ago, in a small church in Austria, on a quiet winter's day, the organist, Franz, came to the young priest, Joseph Moore, and said, "Oh, Father Joseph, the church organ is broken. We will have no music for the Christmas Eve service." Later in the day, as Joseph made his rounds, he visited a home where a baby had just been born, and he thought about the birth of the baby Jesus. Inspired by the miracle of life and love, comforted by the peace that fell over the town, he rushed back to the church and he wrote a poem. Joseph said to Franz, "We may not have the old organ, but if you can play the guitar, then maybe we could have a new song instead." Franz said, "Oh, Father, I only know 3 chords." "Then, let's make a song with 3 chords." Well, Franz used what he knew and slowly and carefully pulled forth a tender melody from those 3 chords. And lo and behold, he had composed the most beautiful, the most beloved of all of the Christmas carols. Heavenly peace. This is a gift bestowed upon us all during this very special time of the year. And tonight, people around the world mark this joyful season with heartfelt sentiment. As we treasure our unique holiday traditions of family, faith, and culture, let us join together in celebrating the birth of the blessed babe in a manger and rejoice in the universal message of peace on earth and goodwill toward all. Joy to the world.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare in wedding booths and heaven pictures sing.
born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Myself with absolute joy. I'm in the perfect spot right now, surrounded by this amazing music. I tell you, it is such a gift. I hope that you've enjoyed every second of Candlelight Processional like I have. On behalf of my family and myself, I want you to know that each and every one of you are loved. You have been prayed for. I just want you to have the most amazing holiday season. You deserve it after everything that we've been through. I really hope that you can grab tight to your loved ones, to love each other really well, to be kind to one another. We all need that right now more than ever. And I'm just so thrilled. And however you choose to celebrate during this time of year, please know, I really wish you and yours and your family and your loved ones are filled with so much joy and so much love this holiday season and so much peace. Much love to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your world. God bless you.
To give a huge shout out to our patrons for supporting us. If you are not a patron and wish to be, that link is in the link tree, as well as a link to our PayPal if you wish to make a one-time donation. Patreon members do get special access to Patreon-only posts, chats, and vlogs.
Hey all, thank you for joining us today on our adventure. If you're new, please consider subscribing and leave a like for the video. Please be sure to visit our friends' channels listed in the description below, and check out our link tree with all of our social media. If you wish to see more of our content, click that bell icon to be notified when we post or go live. Hope to see you on the next adventure.